Sai Charita, Chapter 27, Bestowal of Initiation and Grace. Depending on one's capability to accept, Sai Baba would show the path. His way of granting grace depend upon the nature, service and love of the devotee. His ways are unique. When he was pleased with anyone, he showered his grace. These are the tales discussed in this chapter. If the devotees desired to read some religious book, they placed the book in Baba's hand and received it back as prasad. So when the book was read, it would be most beneficial. Some offered the stotras of Dashavatar, some the Pancharatni Gita and the other holy books, Dasganus, Sant Leelamrit and Bhakt Leelamrit were offered to Baba. Baba gave them to Shama saying, Shama, these books are for you. Keep them at home and keep them tied in a piece of cloth. Thus, obeying Baba's order, Shama kept and tied the books in a piece of cloth. When the devotees put the book in Baba's hand, Baba would leaf through the book. When the devotees would spread their hands to get the book back, Baba would not give it back to them. Instead, he would hand it over to Madhav Rao. When Shama asked, "Shall I give it back to him?" who eagerly stretched out his hand for it, even then Baba would say to keep that book with him. Once Kaka Mahajani, carrying a copy of the Purana with him, came to Shirdi. Madhav Rao took the book and read it. Baba took the book that actually belonged to Mahajani and gave it to Shama to keep with him. After some time, Kaka bought another copy of Bhagavat and placed it in Baba's hand. Baba gave it back to Kaka Mahajani and told him its value. Baba himself had fulfilled all desires and was least interested in any article. His Bhagavat was his divine conduct. Whether it be the Ramayana or Bhagavat or any spiritual book, while reading these books, it's only Sai who comes before the mind's eye. The listeners and the devotees see the idol of Sai before them while reading this holy book. Therein lies the welfare of the donor. If the holy book is offered to the Guru and the Brahman, the Shastras are proof of it. Though Madhav Rao had no inclination, yet how did Baba grace him? The story goes as follows. One Ramadasi, Bua, was in the regular practice of reading Ramayana in the masjid. In the morning, after doing his ablution, taking his bath and performing the Sandhya, wearing grey robes, reading the Vishnu Sahasranama and Adhyatma Ramayana thereafter, he read these books a lot. One day, Baba called Ramadasi close to him and said, I have a shooting pain in my stomach. Unless I take some small quantity of senna pots, this ache will not stop. So quickly bring me some senna pots. Ramadasi put a mark in the book and set it aside and went to bring senna pots for Baba. Baba immediately got up from a seat and picked up the book of Vishnu Sahasranama among the religious books of Ramadasi. Coming back to his seat, he gave the books to Shama and said, Shama, this puthi is very useful and beneficial. Thereafter, I am giving it to you. You should read it. Once I suffered intensely. My heart began to palpitate. I was restless and I had no hope for myself. In that time, my life was saved by these books. Therefore, Shama, take this puthi with you and read it gradually. Take 1 or 2 words every day. It will give you joy. To this, Shama said, I do not want it. The Ramadasi will be angry at me. As it is, he is half crazy, ill-tempered and ever complaining, so I do not want this annoyance. Besides, this puthi is in Sanskrit and my speech is rustic. I cannot read these joining words. Madhav Rao thought that Baba wanted to set up a quarrel just to enjoy, whereas Baba wanted Shama to be interested in this Shastranama. Chanting the Vishnu Sahasranama is a broad open of purifying the inner self. That was the reason for Baba forcing it on Shama. Meanwhile, Ramdasi came back with the Senna pots. Anna Chinchanikar, Damodar Gansham Babre, was a mischief maker like Narad. He narrated the whole matter to Ramadasi. Ramadasi became suspicious about Madhavrao. He forgot the Senna pots and started quarreling with Madhavrao. He said to him, Baba's stomachache was just a pretext. You had an eye on my book. So you made Baba the mediator and sent me to bring the Senna pots. Return me my books, otherwise I will dash my head in front of you and scatter my blood profusely. Madhavrao tried a lot to make him understand. Do not falsely accuse me of being deceitful with gems. If you do not have faith with Baba, despicable is your existence. Seeing Ramadasi's insistence, Baba very sweetly said to him, Oh Ramadasi, what is your problem? Shama is our lad. Why do you quarrel loudly and vehemently for no reason, creating a scene? Though you read these books regularly, your mind is still impure. What kind of Ramadasi are you? You should be absolutely detached, but you are not able to overcome your intense desire to possess the book. What name can be given for this behavior? A true Ramadasi should look at the young and old with equality. You are harboring enmity for this boy and coming to blow for this book. Go and sit in your place. Book can be had in plenty for money, but not men till the end of time. What is the importance of your book? Shama has no knowledge about the worth of that book. I picked it up on my own and gave it to Shama. You know the book by heart. If given to Shama, he will read it, recite it, and obtain the benefit. After the quarrel was specified, the Gita was accepted as security. But why did a man unacquainted with the deity in the Gita demand it? Later on, Shama's faith for Vishnu Sahasranama was developed. He learned it from Sitaram Dikshit and Narke and started pronouncing the words correctly by repeating them over and over again. Baba greatly loved those who studied metaphysics. Once Dada Sahib Kaperdi came to Shirdi with his family and was steeped in Baba's love. Thoroughly versed in English language, well known in the Council of State and an eloquent speaker as he was, Kaperdi always kept silent before Sai. Of the numerous devotees of Baba, there was none except Kaperdi, Nulkar and Booty who remained silent before him. Their humility cannot be described. Their modesty to listen to him was praiseworthy. Dada Sahib, who was able to expand Vidyaranya's Panchadasha Grantha to others, uttered not a single word as soon as he came to the masjid. Sai was embodiment of Parabrahma and learning as abashed before him. Kaperdi's wife was a great devotee and had immense love for Sai. Every day she would bring Nivedya to the masjid with her own hands. The lady remained without food until Baba had not accepted the Nivedya from her. Once her instant faith brought him success. Once the lady brought a platter filled with sheer puri, Bhatwaran, Heer, Sandge, Papad and Kosambar as prasad and placed it all before Baba. Baba, who used to throw off the Nivedya that was served in the silver platter by others, came and sat down at his usual place and started eating from Kaperdi's platter. Why was Baba so partial to that lady? As soon as Madhavrao asked Sai, he said, in her earlier birth, this lady was a very fat cow belonging to a merchant. Then she was born in a gardener's family. Later she was born in Kshatriya family and married to a merchant. Then she was born in a Brahmin family. Let me eat a few morsels of food from her platter. Baba did all justice to the food and obliged to show his satisfaction. After that, the lady was found pressing Sai's feet. While the lady pressed Baba's feet, he in turn pressed those hands which had served him. Seeing the reciprocity of service between Deva and the devotee, Shama joked, "It is going on well, Deva. It is a pleasurable sight to see the reciprocal devotion." Considering her service, Baba was pleased with her and softly told her, "Keep repeating, Raja Ram, Raja Ram. Oh mother, your life's objective will be achieved. Your mind will be at peace and you will be immensely benefited." Through these words, the lady was instantly blessed with Shaktipata. The Lakshmi Bai Kapardi left for her adobe before her husband, relatives, son and daughter-in-law. She had an intuition of her death. She went to Dada Saheb before her death. At that time, Kapardi was doing Sandhya. She worshipped Dada Saheb as a god, distributed her own ornaments and expensive clothes to her daughter-in-law and other relatives. In the end, she stopped taking medicine. Thus, the lady who was blessed with Sai Kripa died peacefully. Oh devotees, get up and rise. You are snoring in deep sleep. Such is the responding cry of Shruti that lovingly wakes up the devotees. Those who are rolling in the sleep of ignorance should wake up before it gets too late and partake of the nectar of the knowledge from the Guru. The Guru alone knows what is right and what is wrong for the devotee. We all are his unknowing children. Surrender the vacillating mind at Sai's feet. Surrender the initiative and energy to act to Sai. Then behave according to his will. Know that Sai's power prevails everywhere, so leave the entire burden on him and concentrate on performing all our action without pride. Sai Samartha himself is the doer and makes one to do things. I am only a medium. Thus, with this firm thought, enlightenment will automatically be received. But if you think with pride, I will do this, the consequences will become apparent immediately with no delay. Let us enjoy the heavenly bliss devoid of pride and be contented within. Om Shri Sai Nathaya Namaha.